So you've been eyeing the Anker 165. Yeah, the viral one that has the slick retractable charger everybody's raving about on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Before you click buy now, just hold up for a second. There are some dirty little secrets that no one's telling you about. And trust me, once you hear about them, you might think twice. I know I did. So watch this video to the end. I'm spilling everything you won't hear in the ads from other videos. Stay tuned. Okay, so what am I talking about? Let's get into the meat and potatoes of this. I'm not going to beat around the bush. So the Anker 165 promises to deliver 165 watts maximum output. Anker achieves this a couple of different configurations. If you're going to use this USB-C, now this is USB-C 1, this is the primary one. If you're going to use this USB-C 1, this has a maximum of 100 watts, okay? And this one also has a maximum of 100 watts if you use them individually, right? So this is the individual scenario. So if I use this one by itself, you get 100 watts. If I use this one by itself, you get 100 watts. If you use this one down here, you get 100 watts. However, if you get this one right here, this one maximum is the USB-C-A or USB-A. You get a maximum of 33 watts. So this is one at a time. Okay, now 2 at a time. This is how Anker breaks this down, right? So let's say you use USB-C. You use 1 and 2. Okay, now this will give you the 165 watt throughput. And how it does that, it does 85 or 82 and 82. So this one gets, number one gets 82. That's a max if it gets. And this one, you get 82. By chance, this one here also on the side, 3, will get 82. Now, you could only use 2 of these to get this type of throughput, and these are watts, okay? Now, here is where everything starts to break down. 3 or more, right? So if you're using 3 devices or more, right? So this is 3 or 4, right? This is what happens to this. USB, so USB-C1, which is this guy right here, it's the primary guy. This one gets 100 watts. Not bad. Pretty good, right? Now, these 3, USB-C2, USB-C3, and USB-A, right, which is essentially the 4th, all share 30 watts. That's right, you heard me correctly. They all share 30 watts. That means that if you plug in all 3 or all 4 at the same time, the maximum these get is 10 watts. 10 watts per channel. Okay? Now that is a little ridiculous. Now, with my real world testing, and I'll clip the video somewhere here, I plugged in my iPhone, my M1 MacBook, and my OLED Steam Deck. And this is what happened when I did this, right? So my MacBook, my M1 MacBook, this one got 100 watts. Beautiful. However, my iPhone and OLED Steam Deck, maybe I should flip to a different paper, did not get 15 watts, which is that's what you're supposed to get. First of all, I was amazed that you only get 15 watts, right? So iPhone, Mac, M1 and Steam Deck. Okay, so on USB-C 1, I got 100 watts. Beautiful. On my iPhone, which was connected to USB-C 2, I got 7 watts, which was horrible. And then my Steam Deck, which was actually USB 3 that I was using, got 4 watts. Okay? So this is what I'm trying to say. If you're using this device for two devices, one or two devices, you're golden. You get 100 watts, you get 80, and I'm still not liking the fact that once you plug in both, it reduces it down to 80. But I get it. It's only 165 maximum output. I get it. However, these two are basically useless. So I'm not even understanding why Anker put these two, or maybe got rid of USB-C and maybe just left the USB-A to have kind of like a, diversity in just the ports alone. But in this real world scenario where I did the iPhone and the Steam Deck, and I'll have the video somewhere there, I'll take a screenshot, I only got 11 watts. Wasn't even getting the full 30 out of that, and I didn't even have a fourth one connected. I only had 2 connected. That by itself changed my mind completely. Yes, is it a powerful charger? Yes, is it awesome that it has retractable, USB-Cs, and you can handle this, and it's very like the gimmicky type of scenario, and then it has the smiley face. Yes, it is a pretty good product if you're using 1 or 2 devices. But if you think that you're going to charge all 4 devices and get some crazy speeds, you're looking at 30 watts for 3 of these. 3 of these. These 3, a third of this brick becomes only capable of producing 30 watts. That changed my mind completely. That made me think twice about spending. I think right now it's at $110 for this, because you could spend maybe a little bit more and get the Prime one, which does 250 watts. And again, a lot of people aren't talking about this. A lot of people are just going, hey, I have a retractable cable, which is awesome. It's gimmicky. The retractable cable, it's gimmicky. It charges fast. But the fact that a third of the device is useless if you plug it in all the way, it's a little scandalous, to tell you the truth. Anyway, I've been meaning to make this video. I want everybody to know, because I see a lot of videos of people promoting the product, and it's, I understand. Again, I purchased this product with my own funds. Anker didn't send it to me. And then I did the real world testing, and a lot of people are not talking about the fact that, if you plug in more than 2 devices, even 2 devices, right? Even 2 devices, it goes down to 82 watts. That's the maximum you're going to get. So it doesn't matter what you're plugging into, which is still respectable. 82 on a MacBook, it's still respectable. Don't plan on using it more than 2 devices. Anything else, you're looking at 30 watts. So again, and that's on paper, because this is really what I got. And when I used 3 devices, I got 7 watts for an iPhone, and this was an iPhone 16 Pro Max. 7 watts on that, horrible. The maximum goes to 27 watts, so it would have taken me hours to charge this. And the Steam Deck couldn't even be charged. The Steam Deck needs 40 watts of power to charge, right? 40 watts. So you're literally in competition. So it would be either charge the MacBook or charge the Steam Deck. It wouldn't be both at the same time, because the Steam Deck requires 40 watts worth of power. Anyway, I hope you guys like this video. I know it's certainly changed my mind on buying this. Obviously I own it, but it certainly didn't. It felt gimmicky after a while, and I was a little disappointed when the real world scenario brought this to light. So again, I hope this is helpful for you guys that are out there that are thinking about buying this device. It is pretty nice. It's just expect that you're not going to plug in all 4 of your devices and get some ridiculous amount of speed. It breaks it down this way. Not to mention, sorry, one last thing, not to mention before you go, the overheating that I had with this, right? So I plugged in these two devices and it did overheat. And once it overheated, then the device is kind of SOL until it cools back down. You can't do anything about charging it or anything. You just have to let it cool down. So it does overheat. It does get hot. And then you do need to have a grace period of, cooling it down before you could use it. So, this hopefully paints the full picture of this device and not just, oh man, this is great, Anyway, again, if you guys like the video, please like, please subscribe, please do what you do and leave mean comments. I really appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Have a good one. Bye now.